guys, welcome back to my channel. And first, let me start by saying thank you guys. I officially have 200 subscribers. I remember when I was excited about 10. I remember when I was excited about 50, and now I'm at 200, and you know, I'm on that road for 1,000. So I'm really super excited that you're on this journey with me. I am like stoked. You know, when I first started my channel, I wasn't really consistent. I didn't really care to be consistent. It was something that I was doing, but I didn't take the whole platform seriously. And you know, starting 2020, I decided that I was going to take this whole thing and run with it, and this is what I was going to do forever. Until, you know, I find a new dream or something else that I, you know, have passion for. This is it for me, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for helping me get here, and I'm on a road to 1,000. So let's make sure that we, you know, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, I'm here, like I said, I'm in this for the long haul, and I'm all about self-love, and I'm a lifestyle page, you know, and I talk about all things mental, physically, spiritually. I do beginner makeup, all that. I talk about whatever I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here doing today. I actually have a playlist called if you are new to makeup, start here, I think. And I actually have not posted any content on that playlist, so I'm like, I have to get back to it. I think I did foundation, I did concealer, I did blush, I don't remember, eyebrows I think I did. So now I'm like, all right, let's talk about bronzing and like what contour really is, okay? But again, thank you guys. I really truly appreciate it. I did not know how this was gonna work with all of COVID-19. I had all these things planned. I was gonna go to, you know, shopping hauls and go vlogging and maybe go on vacation, and it's just like 2020 kind of, once you make plan, God laughs, right? That's what they say. So thank you for singing it out with me, guys, and there's more to come. I also want to mention I'm doing a celebration. I am doing a celebration this weekend. Me and my friend are playing Truth or Drink. So if you guys have any great questions that you're like, ooh, I want to see if Leslie, you know, will answer these, comment them below or DM me. My Instagram is _African_unicorn, and I'm going to be doing a video, and I might do a live at the same time. So I'm going to be showing my friend Michelle for the first time, because people know, like, if you're on my channel, you know there's Michelle, but you don't know who she really is. So she's going to be doing it with me, so I'm really excited to beat her ass in that game. So let's talk about bronzing. Let's talk about sex, baby. There's no sex, unfortunately. All right, so when it comes to bronzing, I know that people get really super excited about like contouring, but I just want to make clear, I personally believe that contouring is different from bronzing. I think that they're two separate entities. Now, I will use a bronzer. I will use a bronzer sometimes as contour. Like I'll do it in the same sort of style, but truly, honestly, I don't think bronzer is the same as contouring. So I think that if you really are trying to do like deep contour, it's better to do it with the cream. Even though there are people who use powder contour, I just think that I want people to understand that you can kind of do the same thing with the bronzer, but that's not what bronzer was really created to do. It was really created to just blend in and just deepen and warm the skin. That's what it's supposed to do. It gives it a different dimension. So when I tell my friends, when they come to me and they say, Leslie, I'm ready to do makeup, I always, you know, give them the option. I say, you know, you want to go luxury or you want to go drugstore, right? Now, I'm not too versed in drugstore bronzers, but what I will say is that a lot of the bronzers, but if you're a deeper skin tone, you know, you might want to ignore what I'm saying. If you're like a light skin or you're not too deep of a skin tone, I feel like a lot of bronzers work the same. I think the only thing is that you want to look for pigmentation. Some bronzers will easily, like as soon as you put it on your skin, you'll see it, and then other times you won't. So my bronzer that I go to on a daily basis is not drugstore. It's actually Anastasia in Mahogany. But I honestly, there are drugstore. I don't have any here with me, unfortunately, but I have taken friends to the drugstore and I have gotten CoverGirl bronzer, things like that, and it works just as well. You just have to find what works for you. I particularly don't like bronzers with sparkles in it because there's some that are like shiny and they have sparkles. This is very matte, so if you're gonna start and you're new to makeup, try to make sure that you don't see any sparkles or anything in it. You can upgrade to that later, but you know, to begin with, since I am kind of replacing contouring with bronzing, that's kind of what I'm doing because I don't want new people to freak out when they're doing their makeup for the first time. You feel me? I want you guys to feel comfortable. So every time someone talks about contouring, I always just let them use a bronzer. Like I said, I want to make it clear that it's different, but I do start them with a bronzer. And then at some point, maybe you'll move up to cream and actually legit contour. You feel me? So I'm going to put on my face and then I'm going to show you. Oh, actually. So then, let me see. I don't know if I have any drugstore bronzers in here. I'll go on a trip one day and I'll do like, maybe I'll do another video on like bronzers in the store that are really good. Maria Gloria is queen at finding drugstore brand stuff. So if there's someone that you want to look up and you want to watch some videos on bronzers, Maria Gloria is awesome because she does a lot of drugstore content. So usually what I contour with is I have this brush from NYX. So if you're like me and you have a ton of brushes, or if you particularly want to go all out, you can just go get a brush particular for contour or bronzing. This is the one I use. It's flat, see that, but it's dense. It's not like a loose brush. Or if you followed my first video and I said, look, you need to just get you some makeup brushes. Actually, I don't even know if I did a video on that. I think I talk about it. You can even use like a blush brush, or you can use a powder brush. You just have to know how to use it or put it on your face. But I'm going to show you what I would do with this. Another type sort of brush is this. You see how this is like loose? But it's not too loose. It's kind of dense. I would use a brush like this also to contour. So if you get like an Amazon makeup brush set, all this will be in there. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put the rest of my face on and then I'm gonna show you guys how I use bronzer. All right, so I kind of just did a little bit. I just put on a base, my foundation, setting powder, brows, you know, the works. So let's get started on bronzing. Okay, so this is after I do what I just told you: brows, foundation, concealer, setting powder. I usually do this after. So what I do is I'm gonna do both brushes on one. I'm gonna use both brushes so you can see, and then I'm gonna do them on one side of the face. Another brush that I forgot to mention is this one I use for my nose, because like I said, you're a beginner makeup person, you're not gonna want to go so ham and not know and feel overwhelmed. So I want to make it very clear again, and I say this every video, this is just what I would do. This is not Bible, you understand? So I'm gonna go in with this brush, the first one that I showed you. I'm going to tap on it lightly. Bam, bam, bam. This is a very pigmented, do you see that? Very pigmented bronzer, so you have to be careful with how you apply it. So I go straight, like right. I go right to the edge of my scalp, and I have a really dark bronzer because I do technically use it for contouring purposes, even though that's not what bronzer is for. That's just what I do. But you can use one that's a little bit lighter to your skin tone. Not lighter to your skin tone, closer to your skin tone. This is just, you know, to help me put a little bit of color to my skin. So right into my hairline. And you see how I'm tapping it in. I'm not swiping it in. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to tap it in underneath. Whoa, am I blurry? Why am I blurry? There we go. I'm going to tap it in underneath my cheekbone. There we go. Not all the way to the lip, but like here. That's where I stop usually, because I want you to be able to see it when I look up. See how you can just see it a little bit right there? And then if you want, you could tap a little bit more. Ow, that hurt. And you could tap it underneath your jawline where you want it to be. Your natural jawline. Don't go trying to change the shape of your face. So that is one side, right? With this brush, I'm gonna do the same sort of thing. I'm gonna tap it because I don't know what brushes you guys have. These brushes, this brush is probably something that would come in a set. So this is why I'm showing you this brush. Dab, same thing. And you're gonna, same method, you're gonna dab it in. You're not going to swipe it because all you're doing is picking up the makeup. And then same thing here. Comes out a little bit lighter on this side because the brush is way less dense than the other one. And then you're gonna do the same thing. Draw a line. All right, so as you can see, I didn't really blend it. You can see it, it's very harsh lines, right? You can either take the same brush and blend it out, or hold on, wrong brush. You could take the same brush and blend it out, just like kind of swipe, tap into your scalp. You want to be into your hairline, so I kind of like tap and swipe up. And then same thing here, I kind of tap and swipe up. You're not like doing this, you're tapping and moving the product. All right, same thing, except when you're on your jawline, you kind of want to go more down toward your neck because you don't want to go up past up your jawline. Now, if you want to go extra ham and make sure you're super duper blended, you can go ahead and use a beauty blender just to make sure that it is nice and set. You're not moving anything, you're just dabbing it right on top, making sure that it looks blended, looks natural. This is what I do. Bam. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. See how I'm swiping up toward my hairline? And then I'm swiping up toward my cheek. I'm not doing this. I'm dabbing. Sorry, I got a FaceTime. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this brush. This is like my favorite brush to do this with. I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't wanna call it contouring, but I guess it technically is. I'm gonna go ahead and, you can see where I'm naturally dark. I'm just gonna go ahead and darken it. That's all I'm doing. It's the parts that are already brown. You see? I'm gonna start up here and I'm gonna just follow my natural contour. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then you also don't have to do this. You really, really don't. Like, this is all preference. All right. So then what I usually do is I'll just take the same sort of brush. And I will just, you know, just blend it in a bit into to where it looks like it's natural. Like, that's what I do. And then if the brush doesn't work really well, I will use the beauty blender. I always usually do. Ooh, focus. Always usually do have to use the beauty blender to blend my nose out. Bam. Now I'm gonna take the beauty blender. All right, so another place that you can use bronzer, but you don't have to, is you can use it right here in the dark part of your lip where it goes down if you want it to look a little bit deeper, right? You can also use it right underneath your lip. That's just where I put it because that's just what I do. And I use a beauty blender, darken it up. And bam, you are bronze. Now, another thing that I do that a lot of people don't do, but some people do, is I will take more of like a sheer bronzer. I just don't have one. And I will, this is something you do not have to do. This is just something that I do as a hack for me. I like to look darker because I feel like, I don't know, I just like looking darker. I like looking tan. So I'll actually take a fluffy brush like this, dab on it, and I'll start on the top of my head and I'll just rub it all over my face. I will. It's not as dark as the other areas that you're putting it, but you are smoothing it out and putting it across your skin. I do that for me because I just like to look a little bit darker all across my skin. All right, one more thing that you can do is if you don't feel like wearing eyeshadow, you can go ahead and take that same little brush that you used for your nose, and you can put this in like your crease line, and it will give you some sort of like it's not like you're really wearing eyeshadow, but it will kind of look like you did a little bit more on your face. So I like to do that. And then you can also, if you really, really want to, put it underneath your eye instead of wearing like an eyeliner. All right, bam. So this is what I do. That's how I bronze. I hope that this video was informational and you liked it. If you completely disagree with anything that I said, I'm sure that there's gonna be people who completely disagree with everything I just did. But this is just what I do, like I said, and I just wanna help beginner people feel a little bit more comfortable about their, using makeup. So that is why I did this video, and if you really like it, don't forget to hit that like button, comment below, tell me what you want me to do next, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see all the rest of my videos. But thank you guys again to 100 subscribers. I can't believe it, and I'll see you in my next Makeup Monday video. Bye.